All righty. I'd like to call the meeting to order at 5:07 p.m. Gonna do roll call. Bianca Mendoza,
Present.
Thomas Paez,
Present.
Victoria Finde, present. Anna Marie Defoe.
Present.
All righty. Ambayoma, Niji, Mikinak.
Mikinak is his brother. How many?
Oh, Amik. We do caution and Amegi got Ngomina. Aha.
Name is called musical community. Make a sketchy money do, make it Jesus, make it kick the wicked Jesus, make it out of gun, make it Babylon, make it on, make it Babylon, make it on, make it going, make it make up and make it Jesus, make it the wicked Jesus, make it Kizzy go, make it make good, make it maybe come. Jagui de Carson Jabbermayan. We got Ejibin Maladian. We got Ejibin Galbujian. Migut.
Oh, Migo Chamek.
Mikinak.
Mek.
Hold door for him.
Okay.
We do Kawa, Nungum.
Any son.
Nate, are you on?
That's the
think that's
computer in
the-
there. That's not your page.
Okay.
That's the recording.
Shinan Gamuyan.
It's connecting to audio and can't hear you.
Oh, well, that's just, so there's no speaker and
Oh.
up in there. It's still recording the audio.
Oh, got it.
Can't go sit in your office and eavesdrop. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. Nicole, can you read the vision and mission vision, please?
Sure. The mission is to prepare each student for college with an enhanced knowledge of the Ojibwe language, culture, leadership, and environmental stewardship. At Endazhi, the vision is to create confident leaders grounded in their true inherent identities and ensure that they are academically, socially, and spiritually prepared to positively change the community and the world.
Moving on to 5, agenda approval. I need a motion to approve the agenda for the working board meeting of March 18, 2026 as presented.
Almost.
Any discussion?
No discussion.
If I could I add to a little bit for your comment? So there's a little bit of changes to how the agenda works. I know you're after working, you're looking at the regular agenda. The authorizers suggested that we put all minutes under a consent agenda. So hopefully you guys will get those ahead of time and then you'll see the minutes. And then on one of the minutes, there were so many notes from the last public comment that they did not get typed. So we're asking to table the regular working board minutes for February 25th until the next regular meeting, but the other minutes should be in your packet. Okay. And then there's a couple other changes. There's on old business is kind of way in the back. There's a couple items on old business, and one of those was to ratify a payment on there. And so that's taken out, and that's a change in that motion. There's a different motion on there instead. Do you remember there was that to ratify that 180? And then we're going to get legal opinion on whether or not payment of PTO would be authorized. And then I sent you all the thing from from the lawyer that said that it was not authorized. And so we took out the ratification and then we put on different wording on there to write a demand for overpayment letter based on that. She should not have been paid. And then the second item under old business was for a letter of reprimand to Dan Jorgensen. And the board chair suggested we just take that off, that because the whole thing has changed, that wasn't any way that reprimand be removed from there. So that was removed from there, and that was on the old business. We also took out the request under old business, we took out the request for 135 for 13.5 thousand from DNR, because when we went back through the minutes, that was actually approved. So
We did approve that.
we did
last
approve that,
week.
so that was taken off of the old business also. And I believe that's it. Under the new business, we had to, right after the agenda approval, there's a motion to see Anne Marie English on there so that she can participate, and I'd let the board know that the background check came back. She says she's satisfactory, her assurance for Osprey Wild is satisfactory, and all of her initial training to be seated has been completed, and all of that's been sent to Osprey Wild. So there's a motion to go ahead after the approval of the agenda to seat her as a regular board member. And then I think the rest is self-explanatory. And then okay, then.
I don't see any minutes.
Or you didn't have a new packet? New agenda?
No, I mean, there's no minutes from
Oh,
the ones that we're approving.
oh, okay, we need February 6th.
February 6th, special board, regular board for the 25th, and the special board for March 4th.
Right. So
I guess we don't need.
Six, working for 25 and March 4th.
Yeah.
I have all those on my computer. And then for the finance report, Todd will be doing a report on the regular board.
Alrighty. So any more discussion on the motion to approve the agenda for the working board meeting of March 18, 2026? No. Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Can I say I now, or do I gotta wait?
Nice try. Motion passed. All right, moving on to 6, public comment. Welcome to this meeting of the school board here at Endazhi-Nitaawiging. We are extremely pleased that you have shown an interest in our school affairs by attending this meeting. The school board allows public participation at its meeting, but at the same time has the responsibility for conducting its business in an orderly fashion. We'll provide the audience with the opportunity to request to speak. We ask that before you speak to announce your name. Each speaker will be allowed. To change 3 minutes, right?
No, that was just that one day.
Okay. We request that before you speak to announce your name. Each speaker will be allowed 5 minutes unless the time limit is waived by majority of board members present. At the public meeting of the board, no person shall orally initiate charges or complaints against individual employees of the district or challenge instructional material used in the district. All such charges, if presented to the board directly, shall be referred to the executive director of Endazhi-Nitaawiging for investigation and report. We'd also like to remind the public that the school board is not allowed to comment on your concerns. If there are no questions, we'll open the public comment section of the board meeting. Yes.
Rochelle Johnson. I have a recommendation on the working board that we did receive authorization from our authorizers that that the public comment is an optional thing for the board. And I know that the board has determined that it's important to hear the public, but my recommendation is that we do public comment at the regular board and not at the working board. So that would be my, after last month's meeting where it took our working board way past whatever, my recommendation to the board would just to public comment at the regular. And then maybe the board would decide how many minutes per person, and you can change it, you can take it away, whatever you decide.
Thank you. Alright, thank you, Rochelle. Moving on to new business, if we don't have any public comment at this time. Review the regular board meeting agenda for March 18, 2026.
Well, I don't think I'm in. And requested that Angel send me a copy of the new agenda. He'll have something to follow.
Okay,
Where is me?
he is supposed to be online.
Oh, okay.
There he is. Yeah.
Bonjour, Nate.
Hey, Bonjour.
Hey, Annie. We're just doing our working
Yeah.
agenda.
Yeah.
Just to review the things we took off from the previous one, the previous agenda. Was the seating of Donovan May. I don't think that's fit right now because we're having elections next month. And if he starts now, it's gonna already be in his third year thing. So my suggestion was to put him on the ballot rather than seat him. So,
But he's a teacher. He represents the school, and the school, what's happening at the school. He
Yep.
represents, he in the, I went over with a meeting, 2 staff meetings with teachers, and they all recommended that Donovan be the one that represents what's happening in the school. It's not really a voted position. It's a appointed position because he's a teacher and it's a teacher representative. He represents the school and what happens inside the school.
If I could, it is an elected position. It is not an appointed position. A vacancy is an appointed position, but the teacher rep is an elected.
Are you ex officio?
I am here. The board chair asked me to come and answer questions.
Did she bring you in?
yes, I did.
Okay. You just got to clarify that.
Just a
Oh.
reminder that the teacher rep is an elected position. And the other part of this is that the board has to decide first how they want to fill a vacancy. Whether they put out whatever.
It sounded like the authorizer already gave the go ahead. So I don't even know why we're having this discussion.
The reason why I brought it because I took it off the agenda. That was the reason why I spoke about it. So my thinking of that is that we wait until the regular board election, isn't that next month? So that was the reason why I decided to hold off on that piece because The way it sounds
We're gonna
is,
get, I'm just being straight out with you. We're gonna get dinged again. They're watching, so this video is gonna go right to the authorizer.
yes, I
And they're
know.
gonna watch and they're gonna ding. They dinged us last time when Chelsea was
Yep.
online. We get dinged every time we do something out of compliance. So it's mandatory that we have 5 members seated on the board. If we're gonna be out of compliance again, then that's gonna be on your shoulders.
I would remind the board that you have to decide how to fill a vacancy before you just put somebody on there. The board has to come to a consensus on how you want to fill that vacancy. And so you're not out of compliance. You recognize that there's a vacancy and that you'll have to decide how to fill it.
So what I'm seeing is that we'd have to wait till July 1st. So we're gonna be out of, is that how it works? We're gonna be out of compliance, like July 1st is when that position is up.
April, May, June, April, May. So it's gonna take them 3 months to be whoever is elected in that
Yep,
position.
and it's a mandatory licensed teacher.
So we did have another teacher said that they would be interested in that position just besides Donovan. So you know, and you can appoint, you can request from all the teachers who's interested, they can write whoever it is that you want to fill that vacancy. Or, and I believe the authorizer said too that, I mean, it's up to the board to
Well,
decide.
I have it in my email. I can provide the email if you guys want to see it.
In the,
That's what they let me know.
in Endazhi's, school board, bylaws, how does it state that we're supposed to fill a vacancy?
It's up to the board to decide.
Okay. Then we'll follow that.
It says appoint, if you look at it.
But does it say who appoints?
The board.
The board.
Yep.
So,
Unless you got another teacher in mind.
I don't think we have a teacher in mind right now, but we're not discrediting.
We're not discrediting.
Okay, all right, that's all. I was just
Donovan.
being curious on that one.
Officers. Vacancies. Vacancy of any officer position shall be filled by an unexpired portion of 1 year term. Officer term by resolution of the board. So that is the position we're talking about is the vice chair, right?
Well, because she's, the other issue is that she's a teacher representative and we need at least one on the board.
A licensed teacher, sorry.
Like licensed as Minnesota Education Board licensed or licensed like Eminence license could also.
Teacher. I don't know. I just really want it clearly stated that I did my due diligence. I had meetings. I put an email out. I did my part with the school and asked who should we appoint. Nobody really stepped up except for Donovan. And then there was other teachers that nominated Donovan to represent them.
When we have like stuff like that, it'd be really nice to hear specifically from them, especially like with that public comment piece. But also if the bylaws state that the board will do the appointing, we'll definitely take your recommendation into consideration.
Okay. Yeah, it does get a little sticky when it comes to the board and then the management of the school, because like the board doesn't micromanage the school in that regard, you know, like what's happening in the school. The board is more responsible for the governance. So you're right.
Because we can appoint members to committees, but we can't appoint them to seats. It has to go through the election process.
Well, what happened with Anna then?
She was an alternate from the election process.
Thank you.
I thought Mark was next though.
He didn't respond or come to the meeting.
Okay.
So then he was appointed? Because I didn't have any say in that, and I was kind of left out of it. I've been kind of left out of a lot of stuff.
Well, it was a board's decision and she's a parent, not a teacher.
Was Donovan part of the election?
No.
No,
Okay.
it's a appointed position because it's on the bylaws. We need we need a licensed teacher to bring a voice for the school.
So you're looking at the same document that Vicky's looking at, and you had a different interpretation of it. Is that correct?
No, I didn't hear what you said. I didn't hear what Vicky said.
I think you were talking about
Yes,
the same
yes,
bylaw,
yes.
and Vicky's reading it one way, and it sounds like you read it another way. Is that the discrepancy?
Yes.
I think it's important that, I mean, we do have to have 5 members and we do have to have a teacher representative, but I think the issue is how we get them onto the board. And the bylaws state the board makes that decision. And I understand as the executive director, you've worked with the staff, which is great, and got some of their input. And we'll take that into recommendation, but that's just not the process.
There's countless things that I keep seeing that we're out of compliance, and I'm really it
We're out
breaks
of
my heart.
compliance on a lot
Yeah,
of things
yeah,
that we're
yeah,
trying. It's a
exactly.
collective thing.
Exactly, exactly. So
we're trying to
this
get
one,
there.
I'm really
We're
trying
trying
to
to get
voice
there.
my concern on that, and I
I
really want it
appreciate that,
noted.
Nate. I really appreciate that. So board, I'm gonna ask you, what do you think? Do we appoint someone or do we wait?
Can we do that under the regular board minutes?
Okay.
If you want to add that on there, I would just prefer to do further discussion
Okay.
on the regular board. If that's what you guys would like to do.
I don't know, I'm just,
I just would like. it
that
to
was
be-
one of the things that I really thought about that hard and I was like, I mean, he was asking me, but he didn't ask me. He didn't talk to me. So I don't know. And I agree with you, Nate, that there's a lot of things that we're out of compliance with, and due to the fact that both these ladies have resigned and kind of left us in a frenzy with the board, or one resigned and one was terminated. So my thinking is to just wait. What do we got? April, May, June, July. We got 4 months to fill that vacancy. And that was another thing. I was like, when we have a vote, it's gonna fail every time because we only have 4.
Do you
And
think, do you want me to read the email what the authorizer said to the board?
sure, go ahead.
Okay, give me a second. I gotta pull it up. Give me a minute.
And
I don't know if
could
the
we
board's seen it
table-
yet, so I'm gonna just read it to you guys.
while you're looking that up, could we table it and then find out more information? And then if we need to shift gears, do it at the next board meeting?
Okay,
Or-
I did, it is in all you guys' emails. I did email it to everybody, what the authorizer has clearly stated. But I can read it again if you like.
Yeah, I looked at that and I interpreted it differently.
So the information that was sent by Aaron this morning or yesterday when I was asking, she asked me if I was referring to Chelsea's teacher seat, right? And she told me it would be due diligence to wait until her appeal was completed.
Okay, and then I think
Then I sent, like, we got an email today from Shannon from HR, say that process has passed. There's no, so I don't know what she was talking about because nobody filed anything, nobody emailed anything. So HR just emailed me today and say that process is over. That grieving process is over.
Okay, because I didn't get that email from
I can send that to
Soaring
you.
Bird.
Can you forward the whole email? Cause I just got the copied and paste piece.
Okay, yeah, I'll
Just-
do that now. I'll do that.
Appreciate it, Nate.
My understanding is that that's under appeal also because, when she tried to submit her appeal, your office was switching companies and she wasn't able to reach anybody for that first week. And so that timeline starts over. So that's part of her appeal also.
And I think that's why the investigation is happening.
Yeah.
There's investigation
Yeah.
going on.
Could I ask right now if we found an investigator or?
Yes, we did
It's
that. That's in the,
We're gonna be-
that's in the thing. In the agenda. In the thing, in the agenda. Oh my gosh.
Somewhere.